I feel comfortable talking about it because this plays into our relationship, all of that. I don't mind. Like, it's not a big deal for me. Honestly, the people who love me need to know the truth, you know? Okay.
What was the JetBlue holiday?
A suicide attempt.
Yeah. So how does Jay play into it? The suicide attempt?
The only reason that Jay is even relevant in any of this is because he was asleep here when I attempted.
Right.
We're not going to go into the details of how I attempted or anything like that. But he was here. And so it played very hard into my family dynamic because, you know, they are like, okay, we know that you've been depressed for a very long time. We know that you've been depressed, but this, like, it has to be him kind of thing. And because he's this new thing in my life, right? And I was trying to basically explain and also defend him in the sense of, like, he had nothing to do with it. Like, the thing is, I feel like I can say this on the podcast. Someone who actually wants to do something like that isn't going to tell anyone. So why would I tell anyone? Like, I had my mind made up. I had it made up. And that was that. I knew what I was going to do. Like, I had already thought about my kids. I had thought about everything. And I knew that, you know, it wasn't going to be easy on the people who love me. But I was like, eventually it's going to be okay. And they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what was made up in my mind. And so it had absolutely nothing to do with him.
Thank God it failed.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for that. It's funny because literally since the night that I did, to be honest, it was a few days later once I was in the hospital and actually coherent to realize what I had done. To this day, I still feel guilt.
Yeah, because my next question was going to be, how did you feel when it failed? Did you feel embarrassed, ashamed? I know you said you just felt regret, but
initially, this is so morbid.
Because, you know, it happened and, you know, the whole family group chat obviously knew. I knew at this point. The kid's dad, it was just out.
Yeah. This is going to be really morbid, but when I woke up the next morning, my first thought was, oh, fuck. I didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt normal, everything. The day went on and the day went and went and went. It seemed like it was like 2 days in one for me. Like, that's how long that day was, but it was slowly, like, you know, getting to a point to where, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? And obviously Jay is new. So we were having regular conversation, and what triggered him, like, the first thing that, like, triggered him was we kept having the same conversation and he kept having to explain himself over and over and over again, right? And then the second thing was my blood sugar was low. My Dexcom was going off. And he's like, you have to eat. Like your blood sugar.
You're talking about the day of when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next day.
The next day.
Yeah. Your blood sugar is so low, you have to eat something. And so he is trying everything, like trying to get me something sugary to drink. He's trying to give me fruit snacks. And so I'm just refusing everything. And he's like, you, babe, you have to eat. Like, you have to. Your blood sugar is like
dangerously low.
Exactly. Yes. You have to eat. And so finally, I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so I start, in my mind, I start eating these fruit snacks. And again, everything was so different in my mind at the time. It seemed like he was just like feeding them to me so fast. And so I was like clustering them up in my cheeks. And he goes to give me another one. And I'm like, mm-mm. And he's like, what? And he holds his hand out and I spit them all back into his hand.
Gosh.
And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? It had been 30 minutes that he had been feeding me these fruit snacks to me. It felt like he had fed them to me in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, the family's calling because my blood sugar is dangerously low.
I remember seeing on the Dexcom, Kayla, like low blood. Yeah, I saw it.
And Aunt Carla ends up calling. And at this point, I'm gone. I'm gone. I remember talking to her. I don't remember anything that was said.
You were still here though, in the house.
And I had told Jay, I don't remember this, but I had told Jay, like, hey, I want my mom, right? I want my mom. And so he called her first. He called her to come, and I was on the phone with her. And she's like, okay, well, we're grocery shopping. Once we get done grocery shopping, we'll drop the stuff off at home and then we'll come to Anna. And I'm like, okay. And then again, time was like nothing in my brain, I guess. It had felt like 2-3 hours. But apparently I kept asking him over and over and over and over again, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where's my mom? And I had been in the bed the whole day. I hadn't left the bed, right? I hadn't left the bed. Well, he goes outside to get them and meet them. He knew something was wrong, but he's like, what is wrong with her? Like he didn't know. Because again, over the day, I go from completely normal in the morning to I keep having to repeat myself. And then, yeah, exactly.
Like confused?
I was hallucinating.
Yeah.
I was hallucinating. I'm saying weird shit like, oh, I'm in a different world. Like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the other world. I like it over there. Like things like that. So he knew something was wrong, but he didn't know what. And so apparently he goes out of the garage to like go get my mom and her husband. And they all three come walking in through the garage door. And I'm just standing in the hallway like this, apparently. And they were like, it was like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah,
and Jay was like, you hadn't left the bed all day. And then we find you standing in the hallway with your eyes like so wide. It scared the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually I went to the hospital here. My memory with that, I remember getting into my mom and AJ's car. I remember watching him walk back towards the house. My mom sat in the back seat with me and I was like, where is he going? And she's like, he's got to like, shut the house down and get some stuff. And I was like, why is he not coming with us? And I just kept asking that, like, why is he not coming with us? She's like, he's coming. He's coming. He's going to come. I promise. But he has to get stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just couldn't wrap my head around like why I was going with my mom and AJ and he wasn't coming.
Yeah. But in your head, this is just playing out so slow and long.
Well, what I didn't know at the time, obviously, was that he was right behind us, like immediately right behind us. I have ever so slight memories of like being like frustrated, like irritated. And apparently, again, this is not me, and you know that. I'm like fighting the nurses, like they're like I'm fighting them.
Yeah, that's so not you.
Yeah. They're trying to help me, and I am literally making it the utmost difficult. I don't even want them touching me. No,
you telling me that makes me shocked that you actually texted me back, because I'm at home and I'm checking your blood sugar, right?
Did I text you back, or did Jay text you back?
I don't know. I think you texted me back.
Okay.
But I saw your location. You're at the hospital.
Right here in
and
Anna.
I was like, oh shit, like, are you okay? Bitch, are you okay? I think is what I said. And then you told me I tried to kill myself. And then I was like, what? First of all, I'm like, what the fuck? And
let me ask you, like, once you read that text, what were your emotions and thoughts?
I literally looked at my phone and it felt like the world just paused. And Ivan was talking to me at that point, and I just like zoned out, and I was like, Kayla tried to kill herself. And he was like, what the fuck? So at that moment it got really quiet, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, what did she do? Where are the kids? Is she okay? Who do I contact? I think even later I asked, like, who are you with? Who's with you? Like,
did I tell you?
Yeah. You said my mom and her husband are here with me. And I think you even mentioned Jay too. So I was like, okay, she's with someone. And all I can do now is just like wait for the next best thing, which was your mom.
Right.
So I was texting her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't feel good to know that you went and did that, you know? I think first sadness, there's shock, and then sadness, and then I'm mad, you know? And I know, you know, I was mad because I was like, did she even think about the kids? Is my first thing, first of all.
Right.
But
of course,
what made you want to choose that day? I know there's not, you know, when you're suicidal, there's not anything there's not a particular day. It's just what you're feeling.
Right.
But what made you want to do that day?
So that day,
did anything play into it, or was it just all like, it just happened?
No, I can say that when I had been drinking, right? Plus depression, they don't go good together. Okay. They are like enemies. And shit had been bad for longer than you knew at the time. Right. Obviously we're still close and like we were still communicating, but you don't know what's going on in a household that you don't live in.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm telling you what I want you to know. I didn't want you to know this. I didn't want anyone to know this. Right. She had been so bad for so long, just with me mentally. And I'm the type of person, again, you know, one, I like space, like don't smother me. And two, like I don't want to worry you, which is why I didn't say anything. But so yes, alcohol played into that. And then we went out. I was at the lounge, and Andrew was working that night. And he even told me, like, you were different that night. Andrew has seen me at the lounge, you know, like Andrew,
times. Yes.
Andrew knows me and how I am, you know. But he was like, something was off that night, you know. I didn't know what, but it was even weird to him.
Yes.
And then I was like so mean to Jay. I don't even remember but I was so mean to him. Like the things that I said, I'm like, I said that to you? Like I don't remember, but I remember being in the car on the way home, and he's driving, you know, like he's fine. He's sober, everything. I remember driving home, and I made it up in my mind then in the car that this is what I was going to do. So no one triggered me or anything. I've been triggered my whole life with the mother that I have.
It's true.
Nothing triggered me, okay? I had just made my mind.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned that you said you thought about the kids.
I did.
And
I was like, their dad he's a really good dad.
mm-hmm.
He's a amazing father. And I was like, I know they're going to be okay. I knew that you would still be a part of their lives and you would make sure that they still had a relationship with Jake and Jackson and Elena. And, I knew everyone would step up and help take it, because the people who love us, like, it is such a strong foundation. And I knew my kids were going to be in the best hands.
Yeah. And the way you're saying it about everyone else stepping in and being there, I know at that moment you didn't think you were the best thing for them, but me, I'm thinking, no, those kids need her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was mad after being sad and shocked. I was mad because I was like, they love her. They need her. Mm-hmm. They need their mommy. And I'm so glad it failed, and you're learning your lesson and you're getting better. But I know that is going to stick with you. That regret is going to stick with you, but just look at it as a testimony for your story.
I don't think that
a lot of people go through this, Kayla.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't see a day without me when I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry. When I think about it, I am like, golly, like, like, I tried to leave my sister. I tried to leave my kids. I tried to leave Nana. Like, I tried to leave, like, so many people in my life who love me. I'm so blessed with that. So it does make me feel guilty, because I think about, if I lost one of y'all, like, I would be tore up for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, of course, if you were gone, we'd figure it out, but it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
At all. And so that's why I'm very heavy on, I'm so glad that shit failed. Selfishly, I'm so glad that shit failed.
I'm glad.
And that you're here still.
Yes.
Because
and I'm so much better now.
Now, today, there's so many good things that have happened in your life, just a short amount of time.
Yes.
And we're here now, and you can talk about it. And I think it's very important that you talk about it and just get your testimony out there, because there are other people that go through this. You're not the first one with kids that are going through these deep emotions and depression.
And some
You're not the first one.
Succeed.
Yeah.
And leave their babies behind. And just, even Brayden, like, just texting me, like, Lonnie, just like, I want mommy. Like, oh my God. I can't even imagine what their little bodies and emotions would go through. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I try not to, like, get myself that deep into that far, because I don't want to, I'm here,
Yeah.
So I'm not going to beat my brain up about, like, how would they feel? Like,
take it.
How would this person feel? How would this person feel? How would they handle? I'm not going, because there's a lot of people who love me, and I have to go down the whole list.
There's too many people.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
But I think you're going to carry that guilt, but don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Because you're here now, and just turn it around and make it something good.
I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I have.
You have. I could say you have.
Yeah. I definitely got ever so slightly. I'm not going to put too much on myself. I got ever so slightly a little bit more of a backbone, but not much still.
And it's okay to have those breakdowns. We do go through it, especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's so expensive with work and
life
just
is stressful.
stress. Yeah. So just you're not alone. You can talk to anyone, anything, anytime. Mm-hmm. I'm up late hours.
You are.
So I'm right there, bitch. And I'll drive over here.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
If you need me, yes.
I mean, remember, there was one time.
Yeah.
Circling
there
back.
Was
this
one time.
Is funny. There was one time Jay was over.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in my room asleep with the door locked because there was also company over. And I didn't know. My phone had died. So my Dexcom was not reading. Everyone.
No, it was reading low as fuck at first.
Yeah.
And so the whole group chat was blowing up. Like, where is she? Is she okay? And I was still asleep. You know, I was asleep. But it was like maybe 7, 8 in the morning around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up because I was like, you're at some point, like it does
It
go
woke
through
you
my,
up.
yeah, it does go through my do not disturb after so many times. And so I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at the group chat and I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. This bitch shows up banging.
I mean,
well, first of all, I hear her try to open it.
I was driving Ivan's truck, so I whipped this hoe down the neighborhood. I got out of the truck. I didn't even shut the door. I didn't even know if I parked. I just like jumped out. As I'm walking towards your door, someone's coming out and I'm like, am I at the right house? And then I'm walking closer to the front door. I'm like, no, this is it. These people are walking out, which was your guest. I didn't know at the time, but I was like, get the fuck out of my way. Cause I don't know if these people killed her. And so I'm walking in the house. I come to the door. I'm knocking. She's not answering. He didn't say anything. I knocked again. And at this point, the chick is in here too, knocking on the door with me. And all I wanted to hear was your voice. And you're like, I'm in here. Yeah, it's Kayla. And
I was like, I'm coming.
Bitch. Now I know why the door wasn't opened.
Yeah,
they're butt ass naked. Yeah, with the buns out.
Grown folks.
But I was like, I texted your family
this wouldn't have been your first time you see me butt ass naked.
No, exactly.
You accidentally grabbed my titty while I was asleep.
Yeah.
She wake me up to like things were going on, right? And she tried to wake me up, and she was like, "Bitch, I accidentally grabbed your titty trying to wake you up." Because I texted her, why didn't you wake me up? She's like, bitch, I accidentally grabbed your titty trying to wake you up. Trust me, I tried.
I did. I got a handful on accident.
And I was breastfeeding there probably full.
Yeah, you need to wake the fuck up. They're about to explode. But yeah, I came in here and I was just like, what the fuck, you know? After I heard her, I was like, she's fine. I walked out, let your family know you were okay. But
they were still like kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
Though. But once like bang, 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 like I heard like, you know, in my sleep, I guess the last knock. And then I heard bang, 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 bang. Well, I could open the door for you, you know.
Yeah.
All out in the nude, but I have guests.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I was confused. So I threw clothes on really quick. You were already gone.
Yeah.
By that time. And she was like, your friend just showed up here. And I was like, who? And she was like, she was driving a black truck. I said, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So I take off running back into the house to like grab my phone. And I see it's dead. And I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So then I put my phone in and I'm reading all the messages. And I was like, oh.
And I mean, deep down, because your aunt was like, did you see her? And I heard her.
Yeah.
And I know if she's in there, she's fine. She's got her shit going on.
Well, you didn't know.
I didn't know, but she's got her shit going on. I don't know if maybe you were just in bed fucking off an Eddie or something. I don't know. But I was like, I heard her. I know she's good.
Right.
That's all I wanted to know is that you're in there at least, you know,
like,
and alive.
Voice. Yeah.
I can hear you. But yeah,
you probably would have broke the door down and had the shock of your fucking life if I didn't wake up.
If I didn't hear you say, it's
because
Kayla.
Jay can sleep through a tornado.
Yeah, no.
But what wakes him up is like, I can touch him. I can even just simply touch him. And he's like, I'm like, what the hell? I can be like, bah! And you don't hear that?
Yeah.
No.
That's insane.
My touch wakes him up every time. Yeah.
The magic touch.
I guess I'm just magical. I think once I finally got my medicine right, especially someone like me with on a scale of 10 to 10 of depression, like the doctor was like, let me put it in numbers for you. Like, this is how bad your depression is. And I didn't know. And at the time, in the very beginning, he was great psych. Okay, great. At first, but I he's like, we're going to find the right medicine to where you stop having these suicidal thoughts. Eventually you're going to stop having suicidal thoughts. The thing with depression is that you have to find the right medicine. And what sucks is that it's trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are dealing with someone with major depressive disorder like me, I held on for so long, daily suicidal thoughts, like multiple times a day, like just so suicidal. He's like, that's gonna happen, but we're going to like fix that. It wasn't until my Grippy Suck vacation that they obviously what happened, they were like, you're not taking that medicine anymore. And so they put me on a new one, and I felt so good, like, just clear-minded. I felt amazing. But obviously it took time to kick in, and I've been back and forth between like, do I take them during the day or do I take them at night? Because they make me fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
But they also cause insomnia.
That's so crazy that there's medication to not make you feel suicidal.
Right. But it can also worsen your suicidal thoughts. And the medicine that I was on worsened my suicidal thoughts. To the point.
Were you keeping up with that? Like, you're like, I'm not feeling okay. Let me go talk to my doctor and see if I can switch my meds. You weren't keeping up with that?
Because everything was good with my psych until it wasn't. And I don't know if I told you. So I know that you knew about like that time the mouse had got into the house and all the shit. We're not even going to dive deep into that shit. But that shit. I just told Jay that story last night.
Yeah.
And I swore, like, I would have put it on my kids. First of all, the initial thing, which like should have been very alarming to me, is that I could have conversations with people and I wouldn't remember. And so I go to my psych because I still have the notes. I have notes full of people I had conversations with, because even my own family members, whatever, I had to type everything down. If it was not over text message, I was not going to remember. So the meds he had me on was doing me like that. So I go to him and I say, Doc, I have 2 kids that I take care of. I know it's like not that extreme, I guess, maybe to a psych who has seen the most shit, but it is extreme to me because I can be having a conversation with my son's teacher and I have to type it down.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's not safe. It's not safe. And I didn't want it to get to a point where, oh, how did I end up here? Oh, I drove here and like no alcohol involved. Like, no. Like, so it was scary. It scared me. Because I know I'm like, I like, this is not normal. I was trying to advocate for myself, and it like, he was just like, oh no, those meds aren't supposed to make you do that. And I'm like, but Doc, these meds are making me do that,
Yes.
So
you did go to them and try to get.
Yeah, but I think that also played into the, what I did, because I asked for help. I voiced help, like things aren't right. And I knew that I had to stop taking that medication when the mouse thing happened. And I swore, like, I would have written it on my children's birth certificate that I saw that mouse go under this door right here by the door in the coat closet.
Yeah.
It was never there.
That's
said,
crazy.
Oh my God, now it's making me hallucinate.
Yes.
And I'm telling him this. It's not supposed to make you do that. They're not supposed to make you do that. I'm like, but they are.
Yes.
It is having the complete opposite effect on me. And no one was listening to me.
You're not listening, yeah.
And so I just started to do it on my own. And that's what led me down that road.
Did Jay know about your depression?
Okay. Jay knew of my depression, but like on a very light level. He didn't know, oh, it is like extreme. He had no idea until all of that happened. And he even said, okay, I'm not gonna cry, or I'm gonna try not to. But he even said, he was like, it was like shortly after maybe I was in the hospital or I had just gotten out of the hospital. It was very early. And I was asking him things because I couldn't remember.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't remember. And so I'm like, this is what was going on in my mind. So we're having that conversation. And he says, the one thing I can't get out of my head was, had you succeeded and I woke up to you like that, because he was asleep.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And him having to explain to your family, and you know, somehow the blame would be on him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would.
because he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or what
They
did he
would
do?
hate him. Yes.
You would have
They
been
would hate him.
investigated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most definitely. Yeah. And police would have been involved.
Yeah.
The people who love me, absolutely, police would have been involved, and you would have had to give a statement and everything, probably multiple times, because no one who loves me would have believed you.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God I lived to tell the story.
Blink twice if you need help. One.
I love it over here. I love it over here. One thing I can say about that man is, like, obviously that happened very early on. And I even told him, I was like, you meeting a person and like we both make it very clear to each other we're not getting into a relationship. And then this happens. I was like, I'm shocked you didn't go running for the fucking hills.
Honestly. Right.
Yeah. And he was like, I knew that I loved you. Like, I knew it. I knew that I loved you and I wanted to be with you. And I mean, most of the entire time, his priority was making sure I was good. I was okay. You know, he's the one who dropped me off. I mean, followed the ambulance to the hospital.
He was there the whole time.
Hospital. And picked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were calling
You could have just ran away.
Yeah, they were they were calling him. They wouldn't have let me. It was very strict around there. But they were calling him and was like, okay, what's the plan of action?
Yes.
Like, what's going to happen when she gets home? They're asking him these questions. And my mom kind of got upset and was like, well, why aren't they asking me? And I said, because I told them that he is in the household. I said, you know, like I know that Jay can handle it. Like, it's fine. And he did. I mean, even still to this day, I don't have my weapon.
I feel like we can know you, but our partner knows you best. They've seen
because
it
you're
all.
with them literally.
Yes. Like your mom knows you, yeah, but your partner knows
well,
you.
she's not one to talk.
I'm talking like in general, maybe everyone else's mom thinks they know their kid, but your spouse knows you better.
Correct.
For sure.
Correct. And whole time, all of this was going on, and I had no idea that, you know, literally his entire family has showed up. He didn't tell them, and which I'm grateful for, because he just didn't at the time. I don't think I mentally
it's your wishes and your privacy too.
Yeah, I don't think I mentally could have handled it at the time, and he knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because even some of my family members didn't know, like some of the people that I'm close with, they didn't know what actually happened, and some of them still don't.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone deserves an explanation.
Well, now everyone's about to find out.
And didn't have to give an explanation either to anybody. But
and that's one thing I remember him saying that to me. I mean, there were 3 different hospitals, and I remember him saying that to me. I said to my mom, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to like text the family group chat and like let everyone know." And Jay looked at me and he was like, it's not everyone's business to know. Yeah. You don't have to say anything.
There's serious boundaries when it comes to that.
Yeah. He's like, you don't have to say anything. And I was like, you're right. I don't have to say anything. And I think that was when the start of my boundaries started.
I think that needed to happen for you to start putting these boundaries up with a lot of people. A lot of people.
I am so big on like protecting my peace now, because I'm like, you're on my phone talking crazy, I pay the phone bill, click. Like, whatever, moving on. And now, like, you know, things that my mom say, like, I'm like, bye.
So that's what's different now versus
1,000. Well, not just that. Like, that's, I mean, it is a big deal for someone like me who came from no boundaries. And you've been preaching, like, how long have you been saying this? Like 10 fucking years. You need to have boundaries, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
not everyone needs to know your next move.
Yes.
Even family, they don't need to know your next move just because.
But I
just never know.
I think it contributes to my upbringing because everyone took care of me. So like everyone cares about me. So I need to let everyone know, you know, like what the fuck is going on. But no, they don't. I'm a grown adult who is capable of making my own decisions. And I know that they're very protective out of love, but I make sound decisions. Sometimes it'd be, you know, a little left field. Like, damn, she did that. But like, it's never like this bitch done lost her goddamn mind.
Well, I do want to ask, what was your family's reaction to Jay, even to this day? What's popping?
Let me sip on that.
Me too, actually. I know what's popping.
So
make sure you get that in there.
Right. She'd be serious about them. They'd be perfect timing. So my family's reaction to Jay, unfortunately, with the decision that I chose to make, it messed up a lot of things. Obviously, it started with the age difference. It was like hard for everyone to like digest, even you know, it was hard to digest. And then I knew like once you finally saw us together and actually got to have an interaction with him, I felt peace when you left. I really did, because I was like, she saw him, she met him, she got to have a conversation with him. And I know that you trust me.
Yeah. I was just thinking, oh, this isn't a fetish, you know?
Yeah, no. No. It's just a preference, baby, not a fetish.
There's chemistry.
Yeah, because I simply don't have time. I really don't. There's a lot that goes on in my life, and I don't have the extra time to be doing other things in this relationship. So it's a preference. That's it. That's all. But when I got with Jay, the age difference, it was like, once I realized I actually liked him, once that feeling hit, like, oh, I actually like him, this is something that's potential. The age did scare me, because I'm like, I am me. And I'm me in a lot of different ways, but I have found my light and I refuse to dim it again for anybody. I will not be in a relationship with anyone where my light is dimmed. So you have to be able to take that or don't. And I'm okay with you not, which is why I wasn't looking for anything. And first of all, Jay took that right in. Okay. He took that right in. And I still be taking him through, bitch. Like, don't get me wrong.
No, I know. That's why I'm like,
I take him through it, like, constantly.
Actually, thank you, Jay, for sticking around.
Yeah. Because I'd be taking you through it if it wasn't this one. But yeah, I'd be taking him through it. And not in the sense of like I'd be bitching and like stuff like that. I just like things a certain way, and I want it to, like, because this is what I made up in my head. I'm so used to being independent and making all the decisions. It's hard. It was hard in the beginning. Having a man that is like, well, like, because he's never been like, no, we're doing it this way. He's like, well,
What
this
if-
point of view?
Yeah, what
Look
if we
at
do it this way?
This point of view. You know, like, let me shift to this point of view. And slowly, and like initially, I'm like, no, like I said what I said. Like this is how it's
you're
going.
the type of person that wants the control, but like you still need to like kind of step up in front of me a little, you know?
Yeah,
like a man to take charge.
Because I'm just used to being in control. But if I can shut my brain off and not have to worry about it and put my full blown trust in you, that is an absolute dream.
Yeah,
because my brain
win.
is brain is always going. I'm always just like, just even the little things,
like taking out the trash.
Yeah,
just like the little things.
Yes. And so it started with nothing.
Yeah.
I said what I said, and you're just gonna have to take it. And with like over time, obviously I wasn't a bitch about it. I listened to him, but it was still like, but babe, like, no, you know, it was like that kind of pushback towards him. And over time, you know, he just slowly started, like, he gave me time. He gave me time to open up because I was like in my shell and like, this is what goes on in my world and this is how it goes on. And I'm obviously protective over me and my babies. So this is our routine and this is how it goes. And you're not going to come in and disrupt it, you know? And so it's like slowly, first of all, he hasn't disrupted my world. I still do. That man been so, like, he will break his neck to give me what I want. Okay. So never take it that way. Like, I can even mention something and, you know, he's bought it.
Yeah. Crawfish.
Yeah. Lights for the house.
Yeah.
He has permanent lights that he bought for this house for Christmas, but it's gonna go perfect, you know.
Yes.
Like, he's done the things, and I'm like, damn, I was just having a conversation
you've
with
talked
him.
and he's listened.
He listened.
Yeah.
I was like, I was just saying, like, I wasn't saying it for you to like go
do
out
it.
and buy it. Like, it was just a conversation. No, this is the man of action.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that so much because, I mean, not just me. Like, I can tell him like anything. The kids don't really just get like sick like that to where like they have prescriptions to pick up. But you know, I will forget mine in a heartbeat. There'd be so much going on. I will forget mine. Next thing I know, he's showing up and with my prescription. I'm like, you grabbed like my Dexcoms, you got my medicine. Like, he's like, yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I'm like, I forgot. I know. Like, he is used to my shit at this point. One thing that he did make me realize, and don't take this wrong way, I know you've been saying it for 10 years, but I don't know, maybe I just got to realize things in certain ways. But one day he got upset with me and he's like, why aren't you making this doctor's appointment? Like, why won't you make it? Tell me why. You know you need to go. You have to go. Why won't you make it? And I was like, because I have other things to worry about. And then when the words left my mouth, it hit me. I said, everything else is a priority and I come last. And he was like, yes. And what I tried to stress to you is like, your health is important. Your mental health is important. Like, all of it. This is important. And he's like, you are not going to be okay for anybody if you don't do the things that you need to do for your diabetes and, you know, your depression, blah, blah, blah. And I literally looked at him. We were like standing in the kitchen. I looked at him and I was like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I have been taking you through this to the point to where he is like annoying me so much. It's like,
about it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yes. But he will not let up. Like, Like, babe, you know you need your Dexcoms. You know you need to call the pharmacy. Babe, you know that they got your medication wrong. You need to call. And I'm just like,
But you see, this is stuff that your family doesn't see that he does for you.
exactly.
And you also don't speak about it, which you
Right.
don't have
No,
to.
why I gotta tell you
but-
that he picked up my prescription?
Exactly. But this is stuff that's why you have boundaries now. And they should trust that you are going to be okay because you're making these decisions.
Yes.
And they don't know all this about Jay. So I think them hearing it would be like, you know what? Like, yeah, he is taking care of our girl.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's all we want at the end of the day is for
Yeah.
you to be taken care of with the kids.
And we are all good over here, promise. He gets whatever food I want. Okay, I'm a foodie. No, but other than that, like, just joking, like, Jay does a lot, and I know that you realize what he does for me and how happy he makes me. Like, I'm genuinely happy with him. And it's just something that has to be recognized, accepted, and respected. Because again, I'm not going to get a crackhead from Harry Hines either.
No.
So
you're not just going to drop him because your whole family says no, you know?
Well, yeah. Being in this relationship with him, it started, like, I guess it was the very, very, very beginning of me, like, setting boundaries. Y'all don't have to like it, but we are good over here. Like, we are more than good. I don't have to worry about shit. He thinks about it before I do.
Yeah.
And then I wake up, I'm like, oh, like,
I think that's what you were missing in your previous relationship. I'm sorry. I love him down,
I
but
love him too.
You were missing that in your previous relationship where you talked and he listened and he did it. You needed that. Just as little as just listening about the Christmas lights.
Right.
You
Just
never had
so
Christmas
little.
lights here.
Hey, I want to date you more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very black and white about things. And he knows that. He knows if she's saying it, she means it. And not even telling Jay, like, buy me fucking Christmas lights. No, but like, it got to that point with their dad of like, hey, take me out on dates more. We don't even have to go out. We can do something at the house. Please just be intentional.
Spend time with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be intentional. Let's
focus on me.
Let's turn on a show after we get the kids to bed. Can you, once I get done cooking or once I'm cooking, can you go ahead and get them in the bath and stuff like that? And those things weren't happening. Like, Lonnie's standing screaming at me while I'm trying to cook, and I have to ask, like, can you grab her? You know, I have to ask, can you put them in the bath? I have to ask these things because you're just sitting down, and I know you've been at work all day, but so have I. Can you meet me in the middle? I'm doing everything.
Yeah. He's a parent. He needs to do his part too.
Yeah,
you don't work doesn't just mean just work. It's you're a dad as well.
Exactly. I need help. I need help. And I feel like I cried that for so many years.
But I think that's where the relationship just went downhill, you know. It's just the differences.
That's what started it.
It's just the differences.
And I felt like, and no disrespect, because like he has grown and he has changed, but I feel like I was growing at a faster rate than he was at the time.
Whatever it was between you guys, not him and the kids and you. It was between you guys, and it was showing at home. So
yeah, I was just growing at a faster rate, and I even told him, like, I'm growing and I need you to grow with me. And he stayed stagnant for too long, and I was like, I have to keep going. You know, it's not 2014 no more. Yeah. Like, this is real life. We have to keep going. And
the small things are important. And
and I'm not saying he didn't completely do absolutely nothing, but it wasn't enough. You know, like the little things, because the little things is what matters most to me. I don't need big extravagant gifts. I don't need those things. I am very much in acts of service kind of person.
Me too. That's my love language right there.
I am
acts of service.
Yeah. Yeah. You can touch me all day, but did you wash the dishes?
Yeah. No, you can't touch me all day. Do the dishes.
What was the boys' dad reaction to I did.
It was not good.
Mm-hmm. I think we touched on that.
It was
little bit
not
earlier.
good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Anytime he knew that he was with me, he would pull up and like drop off the kids. He would do it very angrily, or he would like chase us down, follow us into the apartment, like, and I would be like, get out, like, and Ivan, of course,
it was all very like
it was
dramatic.
one-sided. It was one-sided because Ivan would ignored it. He ignored it all.
Yeah, thank God for his patience.
Yeah. But because Ivan knew like that, is over and it has nothing to do. He knew, respectfully, he knew that this guy wants to fight for his family, but at the same time, she wants something to do with him.
I do, again, want to clarify, like I've already said, that he's an amazing father. He loves his kids and the life that he has now built. Like, he has a wife, he has
his own kids.
Well, they're all his kids. You know what I'm saying? But like, yes, he is amazing. There is no hard feelings or anything. This was like we were very young. We were young.
But like you could do better because
like
when we were hanging out with Bob and Grace,
right,
and he was supposed to have the kids that weekend, and then he pulled up because he recognized my car and he knew where I was at, and he followed Jade's.
Can I ask you how he knew where you were that night?
I'm not too sure. Maybe by
something
ear.
Posted.
We posted that we were together, and I think someone told him
on
something.
Snapchat.
I don't know. I didn't have him on any socials. So
I did, and I know the kid's dad did, and maybe Bob and Jay did too.
I don't know if they posted something or someone posted something.
He reached out to Bob and asked.
No, I don't. I highly doubt he would say anything, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that night that you're talking about, where he reached out,
because I was already gone.
I don't know, because I know that Bob was there trying to calm him down too. I don't think.
Oh yeah, and Bob, because Bob helped.
Yeah, he was just drunk that night and driving on the wrong side of the street, chasing a car that wasn't even me. Remember, he followed Jade's sister, thinking it was me because it was a black car. And he drove down on the wrong side of the street.
It was alcohol involved.
Yeah, there was.
It was alcohol involved.
But we grew out of that. And now
shit is so much different.
I mean, we don't talk like that. We just co-parent.
But I'm very happy for
talk to
him and can I say her name?
We're happy for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm so happy for them.
He grew up a lot ever since being with her.
The babies, like, no longer do I have any hard feelings. Let me say that. No longer do I have any hard feelings because you and your safety and also the boys was my top priority. And I was worried. I really was. I know that I knew because I know him, like I've known him since middle school. I knew that he wouldn't do anything to the kids. Like he was just doing what he knew and again fight for his family. And I knew he wouldn't harm you or the kids or anything, but just the way that things were happening, it was alarming. But he's a good father.
Yeah,
he is such a good father.
He does his part. I'll say that. There could be better communication, I could say, but he has grown up a lot. And
I don't worry about my nephews when they go over there.
No.
Like, they are 1,000%. They are so safe. And I still, again, just like you love him, I love him too.
Yeah, that's always going to be there. We have kids together, so
yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
What about you? What about the boys? What about the kids' dad? Did you want to touch base on that?
Nah.
I thought you said you didn't want to.
Nah, that's probably like for a later time.
Yeah.
There's no
just because it's not a positive one. It's not a positive one,
and it's not a negative one. Like, and it. Okay, I'm just gonna say that mostly, and you have to know the kid's dad as a person, which you do. there isn't much being said. Just like, okay, like, you know, he steps back. I feel like he pulls back. And just kind of like stays in his zone, which I understand and I respect. But also, like, when you see certain things happening, like, not negative things, obviously, but when you see Jay helping coach and you have the opportunity despite your work schedule, yeah, absolutely be there, like, because you are his dad. Absolutely step up and like help do these things. And I can say the first practice he didn't, but the second practice he did.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, okay, like, I love that. I'm not looking for a conversation between them, to be honest. I'm not looking for any of that, but just more of like, this is about our babies and not about how you feel personally towards another man, you know? Because I even asked him early on. I didn't say too much, but I asked him very early on. I said, "Do you trust me as a mother to these kids?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, well, there's going to be a new person like in our world, basically."
Yeah.
Just letting him know. And I didn't give too many details. He didn't like it and he voiced it and I respect it. But yeah, you know, once he has started realizing things, there is just a certain level of like, okay. But things are different in certain senses.
But it has been a while since you guys have been separate.
You know, obviously, regardless of everything that has happened in my 27 years, it's shaping me. We're still growing. We're still only in our 20s, but 16 to 18, not even 18, to like 21, 22-year-old me is completely different. Completely different from who I am now. And I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Even after, you know, the depression and things that happened in my life. It's all a part of my story and I don't need to be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. And it's a good thing. It's a good testimony.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I know you keep telling me, but you know how private I am. But it's okay to speak about it. Like, it's okay. Like you said, I'm not the first one. I'm not the only one.
It's good to show that you're vulnerable, you know, and it's happened to you. We're not perfect. Everything happens to everyone every day. Like, we're not perfect. We're never going to be.
Exactly.
But we're here and we're real and raw.
And that's what I love about our relationship is we're real, we're raw, we're honest, even if it's hard.
Yeah.
We are that. And I like to have someone like that in my life that I can quite literally tell everything to. Like, oh my God, there's this long hair on my pussy that I just like cannot catch. Every time I shave, like, just
the stupidest shit.
Like,
bitch.
Can you look at it and get it for me fast? Just to have like this kind of love. Again, I'm loved, but
no, like, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want that in their life.
Yeah, exactly. It's always. Shit, is this shoulder, bitch?
It's the right
I was
one.
right the first time.
It's our right shoulder.
So what a fucking podcast, bitch.
I know.
I was not. We never expect to make it this deep, but when we get to talking, it's natural. So this is why we even started this podcast. But thank y'all for listening. follow us on TikTok at
And Instagram.
Spillover, TikTok and Insta. We are there. Okay. You know, we're gonna always post the clips. We say a lot of wild shit that unfortunately producer has to edit out.
A lot of editing.
A lot of editing. He gets his money worth. I just have to say, because us together, wild.
Yeah.
But thank y'all so much for listening, and see us on the next episode.
Oh, I want to say I'm super proud of you.
Stop!
I'm so proud of you.
Try again.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank
I know
you.
this was a lot for you to tell, but I'm super proud of you. And it's only going to get better.
Of course. And I'm glad I got my girl.
Yes.
All right. Because I'm not going to cry.
Cut. My palms are getting...
Oh, what did we say? Bye, bitches.